Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Graciously Growing, and welcome to Vlogmas day number 6. And the alphabet for today is F. And so today I am going to share with you my ficus plants and my one and only surviving fern. So let's get started. So 2 of my ficus plants are right behind me here. I'm in my home office. And this ficus has been a little problematic because it does tend to brown. But this is my Ficus elastica Ghost Rider. And I do recall that I got this plant from Home Depot. Let me see if I can give you a good look here. And what I mean about being problematic is, let me show you, she just tends to brown on the edges. And I'm not quite sure why. Her upper leaves are not doing that as of yet. And as you can see right here, she has some new growth coming in. All of this right here is new growth. And so I would say all in all, she's doing okay, because I had a beautiful ficus plant that my son bought me for Mother's Day. It wasn't, was it this year? I don't think so. I don't remember. It's either this year or last year, but it has gone on to plant heaven. And so I know that I kind of struggle with ficus, but so far so good with that one. And the next one I got the same day, and I don't remember the name of this particular one. And I believe it did have a name tag and I misplaced it. But here it is, and as you can see, it also, can you see that? Let's see if I can turn that this way, so that you can see that it does have some new growth right there coming in. That is red, but it's a new leaf protruding out. Just like the other one, it tends to brown on the edges, so like right here. But other than that, it's doing okay, and it's steadily growing. This is a good view of you looking at its leaves. Really beautiful. This one, the Ghost Rider, is limeish green with some hues of yellow, and this one is more of green and a cream color. So yeah, and they hang out right here behind me. I also have, now this ficus plant here, and I think this is a Ficus Taneki. Listen, you guys, I've had this plant for 2 years and it has done absolutely nothing. Do you have a plant in your collection that doesn't grow, doesn't die, it just stays the same? You know, it's been a year, or 6 months, a year, or 2 years, and it has the same amount of leaves? That's this plant. That's this plant right here. I don't get rid of it because, you know, it's not dying. It continues to try to get a new leaf here like it's doing now, but it never ever seems to come out. It always dies. So we'll see if that new leaf comes out this time. But I'm telling you guys, I've had this plant, I promise you, for almost 2 years, and it's the same. It's done absolutely nothing. So, but yeah, that is, I believe it's my Ficus Taneki. My last plant that starts with the letter F is my crocodile fern. And I don't do well with ferns. I once had what they called I think it's called a rabbit tail fern, because it has that little white little clawy things that comes out of the pot. It can look kind of creepy. Is that called a rabbit foot fern? I think it's called a rabbit foot fern. I killed that. I think I know why it died is because it was when I first started caring for plants. I had it in my living room, which was just way too, the environment wasn't right. It was too cold in there. I think ferns need more heat, more humidity, and it just died. Now this particular fern right here lives in my it used to live in my Mills Bowl wide cabinet, and now is living on the top of my Mills Bowl wide, but it's in my plant room, which the humidity in there is very well, so it doesn't seem to have mind being moved out of the cabinet. And I have to say, it's grown quite a bit. It was a baby when I got it, and I think I repotted it twice thus far, so it's doing well. I've had problems with it having the tips getting black. I think you can see right there. I don't know really what that is about. It could be overwatering, it could be underwatering, so I'm trying to figure it out. But overall, it's growing, it's healthy, and doing well. So yeah, you guys, that is, I'm trying to think, I think that is all of the plants that I have that start with the letter F. I am wanting to get more ferns, but I want to see if I can keep this one alive before, because I have my eye on at least 2 other ferns. I used to have a button fern, and that plant was doing so well. It's beautiful. And then I accidentally let it dry out, and it never came back. I mean, it was just, the leaves was just all folded up, and it just never came back, and that was my fault. And the funny thing is, I had watered everything in the cabinet because it was in the cabinet, and I somehow missed that particular plant, and it, you know, it just never, it didn't survive. I will probably get another button fern. They're very, very pretty and easy to go if you don't, you know, let them dry out. I've also liked the regular ferns, what I call the regular ferns, like they look like, I think they're called, I don't know what the proper name for them is. I want to say palm, but I don't think that's right. I think I'm making it up. But it's the ferns that you see all over, and they're real nice, big and bushy. If I can find a picture of it, I will put it on the screen. Now, let me tell you, I've had that fern too. I've had it twice, and I have not been able to keep that fern. But one day I would love to be able to grow one nice, big, and healthy. I don't know what it is about that fern that I can't figure out, but I can't crack the code. It's kind of like the same thing with calatheas. I love them, but they don't love me. So yeah, you guys, this is a very short video for Vlogmas day number, I have to keep looking, Vlogmas day number 6. I hope you enjoy it. For Vlogmas day number 7, which is obviously tomorrow, I have a treat for you. It's the alphabet G. And for G, guess what? We're going to go shopping. And so I'm going to take you along to 2 of my favorite places to shop and show you what they have. Even in the wintertime, these places still have houseplants. And so you don't have to not, you know, add to your collection just because it's in the fall and the winter. So stay tuned for that video tomorrow. But until next time, you guys, like I always say, be blessed.